that we did the different.
That's what I'm saying.
I do like that we did the
'cause
different.
Because now they can slightly get
This
big.
pre-intro.
Yeah.
Start the countdown.
Minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
I'm excited for this episode. I feel like this is gonna be a really good episode.
I feel like we got merch on, so I'm kind of feeling extra excited.
And I'm super excited about preseason. Welcome back, everybody, to the Get Back podcast. I'm your host, Damian Dusten, here with
Ayden Jones. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
and welcome to episode 20
Woo!
of the Get Back
Did
podcast.
I just hear the big 2-0.
Big 2-0.
We here. We here.
We are here, and I'm super excited. Obviously, they see the merch, which we'll talk about at the end of the episode.
We got some everything. Everything today is gonna be popping and important. We got merch. The NFL. We're finally back to
Finally
glory
here.
of getting news. So we're obviously here for that to start it out. But it's a lot of stuff kind of going on right now.
There is.
I'm excited.
And I feel like it'd be fitting if we started off with the NFL. And I want to start off with the QBs. And I think no better than to start off with the first overall pick in the 2025 NFL draft, Cam Ward. You and me actually, before the episode, had a little back and forth, not too crazy, about Cam Ward's, one drive that he got to play.
No, skill.
I thought he played well.
Skill.
You disagree.
Skill.
So go ahead and tell me what your thoughts on
You
on
made
him
me
so
you
far.
made me not backtrack, but you made me think about it a little bit more. He didn't play bad. I think I simply just saw a couple of downs, not drive. You obviously only had one drive. I saw a couple of downs that I just wasn't impressed with. Our main argument earlier was that he was just a little bit too nonchalant in the pocket, which I said because of how he played before with Miami's offensive line,
Yep.
which I believe was one of the best offensive lines in college football last year. When you go to the Titans, which they're not terrible like you told me, they're not terrible. They're not the worst. Like
It's not a rookie Bryce Young or a rookie Caleb Williams offensive line.
It's not that, which I can agree on that. I think he's still gonna have to do something like that play that I'm referring to.
You talking about that the fade over
It was the fade. He backtracked on a very nonchalant back pedal that
It's not going to slide regular season.
It's not going to slide. I haven't seen that from a QB, at least in the NFL. With knowing that you only get an average of 2.5, 3 seconds off the ball, you got to do something.
I will say this. I think Cam's going to run into a different problem, and I think that's his X factor players. I think his offensive line's a lot better than what Bryce and Caleb had to deal with. Caleb had a lot of offensive weapons at his disposal. I don't think Cam has as many.
Cam doesn't have as many. I am kind of excited for Calvin though. Calvin to me, it's just he's just like, he a little just shifty. Like if I could name a person not like a guard and a point guard in the NBA, but he kind of shifted off the line when he gets off. He had a little clip in practice where he did it to his own teammate and he just kind of bounced off and TD. I'm excited for that type of route running this year.
Me as well. And like I said, going back to the X Factor players, and why I'm worried is because we see Xavier Restrepo at the bottom of the depth chart. Which is crazy, which means he probably hasn't been performing as well. And obviously, the most important thing for a rookie quarterback is the tight end play.
Yeah.
I think if Cam has success, the tight ends are definitely have to step up, especially the running backs. They got Tony Pollard. They got the rookie running back. And I know Spears.
Yeah.
Spears is a good running back as well. I'm excited to see what they do and how they help Cam and how they benefit him.
Do you – because I know it's not a big key point because, like you said, he was undrafted.
Mm-hmm.
Recepto, you think that he should be 8 on their wide receiver list?
As somebody who hasn't really followed
amidst
camp
all the names on that wide receiver list,
exactly, and they just released they released Treylon Burks.
Yeah, it's not a lot that's impressive on that wide receiver
and
list.
It's crazy because Burks was the guy that was supposed to replace
Honestly,
AJ Brown, and that didn't work out. So
sadly,
it's gonna be interesting. Like I said, we only saw one drive. Hopefully, we get a bigger sample size season 2. Well, let's get into what you want to talk about, and I know you want to talk about it.
Don't
get too excited.
Perfect timing, but it's no overexcitement.
Shedeur Sanders. Obviously, he played extremely well. He's throwing for 2 touchdowns, 14 of 23, if I'm not mistaken, and 138 yards. What were your thoughts on his performance?
Seeing him for basically, because we really saw first half Shedeur Sanders come out. He came into that arena bumping his own music. He came in talking hot. Confidence was up a level to 100. And he impressed not just Browns fans.
Yep.
He impressed the league. Every person. And I mean, because obviously he has a lot of fans. He also had a lot of haters and back naysayers, we can say.
Yeah. Something that also impressed me about Shedeur was, I think, and he had this in Colorado, but especially going to the NFL was something I was worried about. He had great composure. Great composure. And I think something that also impressed me is because he looked so comfortable in that offense, it almost made me shout out Stefanski. I was like, okay, I like the plays that you're running for Shedeur. It made sense, and you're only going to build his confidence. In my opinion, I think Shedeur is a confidence player. If he has a game where he throws 3-4 touchdowns, look out because he'll heat up. He's a heater type of player. Another quarterback on the Browns I wanted to talk about that was recently signed and also played well, Tyler Huntley.
Yeah.
And I've always been a big fan of Huntley just because he's like a mini Lamar.
A lot of people had a lot of questions when we signed that 6th quarterback to our QB list, because obviously we don't.
It's not even a room anymore. It's a list.
It's a list, right? It's not a QB room or anything like that. Yeah, it's a full list of people. He didn't play bad
at all
preseason game. Like, honestly, mind you, it's preseason. The Browns for us, that's our Super Bowl. But we played good on offense. We had 0 turnovers. Yeah. We did not turn the ball over. I cannot remember a time in preseason, the NFL, regular season, I can't remember a time that I was able to say that about the Browns. So I was impressed with that game. But we don't got to spend too much time over there. I was impressed. That's all you got to know.
Next quarterback I want to talk about before I get into the last one, which I really want to talk about because there's a couple of guys on the same team. Yeah. I want to talk about Jalen Milroe. I liked what I saw. I wish I would have saw more throwing. And I know they're like, oh, he had 10 attempts. He was 6 for 10, 61 yards. But boy, he ran that ball.
Yeah, I'll say, let's
he
talk
gave
about
me
what
a
he
small
did on
sample
the
size.
Let's talk like what
he looks so much faster than everyone else.
Faster, but he also, which shout out to Cam Newton, because Cam Ward, it's so many of these QBs that would not possibly be recommended in the NFL
if it wasn't for Cam Newton. Absolutely.
Because the way that he looked on the feet with his size, because mind you, he's a little bulky too.
He is.
He looked,
I think he's just muscular because he's only 216.
That's
but you wouldn't think
he's up there.
He looks bigger.
Taller.
Yeah,
he's still a taller QB.
Oh, yeah. 6'2". And that's a team that I think I circled before and was like, it really is going to come down to quarterback play because obviously we know Sam Darnold's going to be their starter.
Yes.
I don't know how long that's going to last. I understand they paid him the money.
Do you understand that this could also be Atlanta Falcons 2024 replay all over again, which is weird because it's also from the Vikings and the same.
That was a perfect analogy. Yeah.
And the same almost perfect kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which Sam Darnold, like we said, he played slightly above average last year, where he had good X factors, like you said, in the route making that was making him look very good. But they also went 13-4. He may not do that in Seattle.
He won't.
He may not do that in Seattle. Like you said, he won't. He doesn't have the receivers over there like that. He has some.
But circling back to what you said about like how it's an Atlanta situation all over again, I think the one thing that really does help Seattle though is they also have Drew Lock, which I know we meet him a lot.
He didn't play bad either.
He didn't play bad.
He didn't play bad either.
In my opinion, while he's not a starting caliber quarterback,
right,
he's one of the better backups in the league. And we can say that unequivocally.
Yes.
Last team I want to talk about for the quarterbacks at least.
Yes.
Can we talk about the New York Giants? I mean, my goodness, when you have all 3 quarterbacks play well,
you know the God's man even played good, the mid man played good, and my ex-GOAT played good.
Ex-GOAT Russell Wilson.
It was a good game. My main takeaway from that game is I saw a rookie QB stand in the pocket, see a 300-pound just straight demon running towards him, full head flat on,
touchdown.
Threw how do you even know how far that was? Because that was a deep ball.
29 yards.
It looked deeper because I think he was far back.
On it.
Yeah, he was far back. He launched the ball, got straight hammered in the backfield, and got a touchdown.
And I'll say this: obviously, his stat line: 12 completions on 19 attempts. I like that. 19 attempts. I like a larger sample size, especially for my rookie quarterback who's not going to start.
I hear that.
I like that. And I think, and obviously he played great. They gave Shedeur that 23 attempts.
Yes.
That just makes sense. When you have guys like Milroe should have got more attempts. I wish I would have saw him throw more, and I think I would have been able to give you a better gauge on what I think of him. But man, I'll tell you what, Debo had them playing great, all of them. Jackson Dart looked super promising. You know what, Russ only had one incompletion. And while it wasn't for a lot of yards, he was composed. He was there. It was calm.
He only went 6 for 7?
28 yards.
28 yards. It was a small sample, but he did what he had to do.
And then Jameis Winston comes in,
like I said,
7 completions for 11 attempts.
That's one QB, because when we let go Joe Flacco, what was it, 2020, 2024?
Yeah.
I was upset. I was a little upset. When we let go him last year, I was like, the guys, man, I don't even care if he starts. His impact in a locker room every single year, no matter where he's at, is the best. To me, you generally can't name a better person in the locker room. I'm not saying on the field, in the locker room. That's better than Jalen. That's all I got. Are you ready to talk about a little bit of? Can I give just a hot topics, like little 1-2 minute segments?
Go ahead.
Cool with this?
Absolutely, go ahead.
Travis Hunter, how did you feel about his little game?
I do not want to see him play 2 positions.
Did you agree with Devontae Adams? Did you see that clip? Devontae Adams, he said, no shade, which is no shade. He just said, I don't see how you can even go past 2 years, 3 years, doing it at the percentage that you think that you will.
100% agree. And I'll go further. I think Travis, and how fitting would it be? I think Travis needs to play the Deion role. You're going to be a starting cornerback because you know how to play wide receiver, which is going to help you tremendously at guarding.
Better.
And you know what? When the offense is kind of stagnant and we don't know what's going on, Travis, go in there and just shake up the play.
Right.
But we're not going to have you run both. He's not a big guy.
Right.
He's a good size for his position, but he's not big. He's not muscular. I just don't like him. The wear and tear, to your point, 2 years. And he's going to be burnt out. He's going to be basically have the body of a 30-year-old man.
Understood.
And with the concussions, the Achilles, because actually after this, I want to talk about injuries with you. It's so important. And for somebody that you traded up for you to put that wear and tear on him so soon in his career, I just don't like it. Now, what did I make of the game? I didn't get much. He played some good defense and some blanket coverage here and there. Obviously, he had a catch or whatever.
The catch. You know, people were upset that he fell forward, even though he had 2 people really kind of
which is crazy.
That was kind of weird. But my bad.
And I think something is, I want to see a larger sample size on one side of the ball.
At least just if you want to do it, I'll even take an 80-20% where you get a couple of plays as wide receiver. You can play, I don't know, because he's gonna get burnt. He's gonna get burnt out. His body will be, and not even that. As many injuries as there are on one side of the ball when people are playing those type of snaps, it's just no way. Yeah, I don't know. Another topic. What are the Colts going to do? Is it going to be Daniel Jones or Anthony, man? Just tell me what's going to happen over there.
The problem with Anthony Richardson, and they're 2 completely different players, but back to what I was saying about being a hot player, he's a hot, cold player.
Yes.
Like, if you can get him warmed up, then maybe it's something that you can fortify. But, man, if his confidence is down, boy, does he suck.
Yeah.
He is so, and I'm sorry, he played great. His preseason game, he played great. We're not gonna skip past that at all. But boy, I'll tell you what, when he's discouraged, he is not a good quarterback. And I think that's the difference with Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is gonna thug it out.
He will thug it out.
We saw for 6 years in New York City.
We saw for 6 years thugging it out over there. Yes, he will thug it out.
And I think, the offense that the Colts run, it can go either way. Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson both fit the scheme because Daniel's more mobile than people give him credit for, I think. But I think for now you have to go Anthony because what a confidence hit that would be. You'd almost be derailing his career if you don't start him week 1.
That's true.
That's just how I think.
Next topic. It's going to be almost a two-way because we talked about this a little bit earlier too. Kyler Murray to me did not look good in preseason. It's preseason week 1.
There was a couple starting QBs that didn't look great. It was Bo Nix, Kyler Murray.
Honorable mention. Pause. Did y'all see Geno Smith throw up the flapping birds up to the fans? You saw that? It looked like AI to me. I didn't know it was.
It looked like AI, but what's not going to be AI is when they go 6-11. That won't be AI.
That's for you, Tom Brady. But
that's for you.
My player, Kyler Murray, he didn't look that good to me. Do you think that his connection with Marvin Harrison will be what it should be this year?
I think it'll improve. I think Kyler Murray lacks the intelligence of understanding what a wide receiver 1 is. You look at Peyton Manning, the greats. Patrick Mahomes, Travis, I'm going to feed you regardless. Peyton, Marvin Harrison, I'm going to feed you regardless. When he had Reggie Wayne, same thing. Tom Brady, he had Wes Welker, Randy Moss a couple years. He needs to understand that, you know what, that might not be the greatest throw, but I'm going to trust my wide receiver one-on-one to go get that ball. Yep. But he's not giving Marvin the opportunity. Understood. This is saying from last year.
Yes.
I hope this year he understands.
Because Marvin's bulked up also. I think Marvin's going to have a breakout year, but you have to have a QB to kind of have a
How many yards does Marvin have?
I'm thinking that Marv, honestly, can get a clean 1.4 this year. I'm being very honest.
And this is all assuming that Kyler is giving him the ball.
Is giving him the ball because he should be.
Because this is
almost like and I know he's nowhere compared to a Megatron. This should be like how he used to look up to Megatron, where he just if you have nowhere to throw to, boy, Megatron,
he's there
somewhere. Like he's gonna get it somewhere.
I couldn't agree more. Yeah. I couldn't agree more. I think, and Kyler's problem with all the other quarterbacks that I named having their number 1 is he's just so much shorter.
Yeah,
and I think it's just hard for you to see those receivers.
It's you know what? Because I was telling my dog earlier because I did put some plays out. I put some bets out today. You called me enough for betting on preseason. I may be.
That's
addicted.
A little crazy to bet on preseason.
Yes, it could be an addiction at this point. My guy, he bet on Kyler Murray last year, and he said he screwed me over. He's like, that's the last time I ever bet on somebody that's closer to my size ever in my life. Ever in my life.
Here's my question to you though, because I know you're a big follower of Marvin. You said 1.4K. Is that on 100 receptions? Because I would assume.
I feel like it should be.
It should be.
It almost would have to be for 1.4.
Then that means
unless you get just straight
because I'll tell you what,
every time.
I'm willing to almost make like a bet on top of yours. If Marvin has those stats, then that means Kyler Murray's a Pro Bowler. Then that's what that means.
So though, right? Like I said,
but I'm saying he's outright an NFC Pro Bowler. Like he's the second, third quarterback.
And I know that Stafford's a very, very good QB, a very good QB. And I mean, to me,
we're going to touch on later.
Hall of Famer to me, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, yes. Do you think that without Megatron, that he would have had that greatest, even though the team wasn't that good, they were still Detroit Lions? You think that he would even had that success without Megatron?
No. Megatron was that good.
I'm not saying Kyle will be a Hall of Famer. I'm not saying that at all.
No, I totally get it.
Stafford.
You're saying the success of Kyler can be hugely predicated on Marvin.
Same thing with Marvin to Kyler. Like it
totally
could be
agree.
the same thing.
It could be a great working relationship if they lock in.
Yes, it should be. It should be. Because I feel like we're sticking around a little bit. My last player. Well, it's almost kind of with the team. Where do you see Christian McCaffrey and the San Francisco 49ers being this year, knowing what they had a dip the year last year?
Well, as somebody who watched that entire game against the Broncos week 1, I don't think the score tells the whole story. I know it was 30-9, but that's not how you can look at it. I honestly think the 49ers defense and their young players, they played well.
Yeah.
I think health is the real problem for them because obviously they drafted from Georgia, Mikael Williams,
and he's nice too.
He's not playing.
He's nice. Yep.
And Christian's health too. I mean, Lord,
they're saying that he's healthy now.
That's what they're saying.
It's just
We're gonna have to see. But I like Brock Purdy. He's not the greatest quarterback in the league, obviously, but it's a formidable team-ish. They can win 10, 11 games if they stay healthy and Kyle Shanahan coaches his ass off.
Which Kyle Shanahan, I like him and then I don't like him. It's some games that he's a great coach.
Yes.
It's some games where he coaches his butt off.
And it's like, man, I know you love to run the ball, but can you bless me with something?
Bless me money-wise.
Exactly.
Please?
Yeah.
But
please.
Some games he does actually. He's a good coach.
Absolutely.
Last team or player, because we already kind of talked about him just before. Broncos, man. I saw to me, which is actually the best deep ball I think of the whole preseason. Actually, there's a couple more things I want to talk about, but to me, the best deep ball I saw in preseason week 1.
Jarrett Stidham threw a bomb, and there's no concern with Bo Nix's job. If people are trying to get it there, there's no concern.
You let them
We're
to
not
play
saying that.
last year. This is simply just a fun.
I think the bigger picture is, wow, Denver really upgraded depth. I know they had Jarrett Stidham, but Sherfield, the man who caught the ball, toe tap, that's new. That's a new receiver. Obviously, they drafted Pat Bryant. This is a team that got more depth, which Sean Payton obviously likes to use everybody. He's big on including everybody. So that's really going to benefit them. I wish I saw Bo play a little better.
Did your guys' first round pick play?
Jade did play. He's number 12. It's weird watching him on defense wearing number 12. He did. He showed he was okay. He didn't do much.
Did he? What did he play? Only a couple quarters.
Yeah, he played more in zone coverage. Okay. I think Jade's going to be more of a zone guy because
I'm excited for his. It's a couple players I'm excited for. I'm excited for him, and I'm excited for the wide receiver for the Packers. I think that he will they're going to be two.
Golden's going to be really good.
I think they're going to be 2 of the kind of breakout first round picks of this year, possibly.
Can I get into something real quick? I want to talk about it because I think it's a really big deal.
Please,
and it's something that's I think becoming a problem.
Yeah,
the injuries of the preseason. First of all, Rondell Moore, the Vikings wide receiver and kickoff returner, was carted off the field with a leg injury against the Texans. We believe it's a serious injury. Man, we're seeing ACL, Achilles. We're seeing all these injuries.
Not even talk about what the main one was. There was a
Slater.
Guy, he had
Slater
to the
for the Chargers, their offensive tackle.
That was crazy.
After signing a $114 million contract. I guess my question is going to be, do you think these injuries are going to end up kind of discrediting the season when we get into it?
I feel like every year we're saying the same thing. It's just that every year it's becoming more and more of a concern. This this is.
I totally agree.
It's week 1 preseason. It's not even a regular season game.
You got Matthew Stafford dealing with back issues, but he was practicing, which is a good sign.
And he's actually playing good in practice.
And he's old.
It's just so
you can't play him too much.
He kind of gets a little pass. Everybody else, we're seeing young superstars, not even just regular people. We're seeing young stars get hurt too every year.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Can we do, when we get into August, can we just do joint practices and maybe light 11 on 11 and then have one preseason game and then jump into the season? Is that crazy?
The fan of me says
no, obviously.
No, says hell no. But
think about the quality
the sports mind, say if I was in an NFL headquarters, we're gonna have to do something.
No, because I like the joint practices because you're feeling the pads out, you're getting hit. I get that. I totally get getting into football mode. I really don't like them playing three preseason games, or is it 3 or 4?
4
or 3. They've changed it throughout the years because I remember it used to be way more. So I think it might be 3.
No, it's 4 because
You're right.
Yeah, 4 preseason games.
And I just don't like that.
It's a lot. It's a lot on the body. Obviously now, which is also something I've kind of realized too. The past couple of years, I think when I first started into football, which I know is a little bit later than you, preseason games, I swear, in NBA too, we didn't used to see nobody play. Am I tripping? Nobody. I mean, I think not like that. At least starters that were main starters, like you ain't fighting for your job, they weren't playing. NBA and NFL. Patrick Mahomes came out there crazy. Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase.
There's the catch-22 right there.
Bro.
The problem is if we don't have them play at least one game,
their
body won't be ready for football shape, and that's when they get injured.
I get week 4 of preseason. Week 1, Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase came out there, and Jamar Chase had 130 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's insane. In a week 1 preseason where you can get You don't gotta be a big hit anymore. You get one crazy tackle, the way that people are built. This not saying they're built bad.
The turf can get you now.
Turf monsters are everywhere, so anything could happen at any moment. That's a lot to put on a body. That's what I'm saying. It's a lot to put on a body.
And
you added a game to the season. Yes. It's a lot.
And they're talking about adding an 18th game. No. If you're gonna do that, then cut the preseason. I hope
you know that this is strictly just for fans. Like it's because we have to go that 6 months without football, and it feels like an eternity. That they're trying to just give us more, but I promise you, it's going to take away more from the game what you're giving us easily.
Absolutely. One more injury I want to talk about because I think it's going to be actually more significant than people think is Starling Thomas, the Cardinals CB, is confirmed out for the rest of the season with an ACL tear.
I hope you know.
Will Johnson is going to have to
step up. I hope you know that Will Johnson will have to. He already has. Will Johnson is already their CB1. I don't care if he was injured or not, and I don't mean that no bad harm. Not at all. I hope he has a speedy recovery. Will Johnson, who I, of course, hate as an O State fan, has been showing out. They're saying that Marv has been playing good on one side of a page on Instagram, and then the other whole side of Instagram is saying that Will Johnson has been shutting down every single wide receiver in every practice, no matter if it's joint practices, Arizona Cardinal, like he's shutting stuff down. So he could possibly be a problem, and he is their wide receiver. He's their CB1 easily.
He is their CB1. I like that. And I think when we see rookie CBs as the CB1, they usually end up having great success. The Sauce Gardner,
I'm about to say Sauce Gardner
of the world. This is Will Stingley Jr.
Yep.
These are guys.
He's a dog. Stingley. Yeah, Stingley.
These are guys that they played first year almost every snap. And look where they are now, being at the highest paid, cream of the crop,
it's so much. When you get that much reps, especially that first season, because when you're a rookie, especially with Sauce, I remember Sauce because he was shutting stuff down. But when he got barbecued, it was like, well, he got one, but he's a rookie. He's gonna learn. And when they went to that first year, especially that sophomore year, it's like you said, Pat, Sauce, Stanley, that sophomore year, they don't even get the ball thrown their way anymore. Sauce had 47 throws thrown to him last year. No, bro, that's,
and he got paid the bag.
That's an island.
Yeah. Speaking on the bag, there's a couple guys in the NBA as we transition that are still looking for their bag. Josh Giddey, obviously in communications with the Golden State Warriors.
Yes.
I know that was a cold transition. I know you like that.
It was cold. Josh Giddey to the Warriors, to me, is just.
What do you think of it?
That's helping the Warriors. And I know you're going to be like, well, yeah, but he's a playmaker.
I think it helps the Warriors later. If you sign him to a 4-year, let's say, because he's going to sign a 1-2 year deal? No. He's going to sign.
Yes.
I just don't see it. I don't see that. I really don't.
Josh Giddey to the Warriors. Am I being biased of how he would look in the colors, or am I talking about his game?
I think what's probably going to happen is that Golden State's going to trade Kuminga for Giddey. And here's why.
Wow.
I think if Giddey wants out, then it'll happen. If Giddey doesn't want out, then he'll find a way to stay.
The thing is that Giddey doesn't want out. He just wants money. If Chicago paid him, he would be perfectly fine. Kuminga, if the Warriors, which they tried to 2 times, they try to pay him.
Does Chicago benefit more keeping Giddey or getting Jonathan?
We talked about it the last time. I want him to either go to Chicago Bulls or Sacramento.
But you want him to go there with Josh. That was your consensus.
Nah, honestly. Because that's the thing. No. Because if he gets traded for Josh, I don't understand that Kobe White is still on that team. Kobe times Kuminga would be, to me, that's a nice team. That's a nice team. I'm not saying that Pat Brown is going to do anything over there, but still got Vooch. I think that team could possibly be decent with Kuminga playing with that role where he knows that now he can command for the ball. Now I can call for the ball. Give me the ball, basically.
Absolutely. Speaking of bag, with the second pick in the 2025 overall draft, the San Antonio Spurs select Dylan Harper. And a month later, they give their starting point guard a 4-year, $229 million deal.
When he signed that deal, bro? I know that you're saying, I know. From my standpoint, the man gets to retire his mom's dude, and I'm a fan of Dylan Harper because he has a very nice mid-range shot, which I think right now, when you're drafting a college player and they can shoot that mid-range at a very high level, where not necessarily saying that you always want the difficult shot, because obviously you don't want to always have to take those.
Yep.
He's very good at that. Very good at that. He's very smart. Like, he's a point guard. He is a point guard.
But circling back to that, now a super guard-heavy team, in my opinion, a guard-heavy team.
Guard-heavy. I mean, you got.
Do you think that was the right move, locking him up for that 4-year, $229 million? And is
the only thing that I'm concerned about is because they extended Fox. That's the only thing that kind of weirds me out.
That's what I was about to ask you.
What happened first?
Is it going to be Fox and Harper?
Most likely, dog. Yeah.
Okay.
You can't see that. I can easily see that. You can't see that.
I can see
I
it.
hope you know that.
I think there's going to be some,
because their draft to me was very good. Their other players a defensive menace.
Yeah.
They're going to be a very decent team.
I guess my only problem is you also have Stephon Castle. So what? He's a bench player now?
No way.
Exactly.
No way. But
and it's not like it's no disrespect.
Because I hope you know Dylan Harper has to start getting paid that type of money.
And he won't start. Dylan Harper will not start. He'll be the sixth man. And I know. But see, look, what you can't put him at small forward. That is a small lineup.
Obviously you can't.
Even with Wemby, it's still a small lineup because Wemby's going to play center.
Dylan Harper doesn't start, and he's making that money.
Dylan Harper's not making crazy money.
As a rookie that ain't played a goddamn minute
yet. I know. I totally feel. But are you ready to hear the? It's De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Castle, Devin Vassell, Harrison Barnes, who it might be Keldon Johnson,
but they're already on the bench. You know that, right? They're already on the bench.
This is the starting lineup I'm reading to you.
No, Keldon Johnson and Harrison Barnes will not be starting this year. Obviously, they will not touch a starting lineup this year. Keldon Johnson and Harrison Barnes.
You might hold on. You might have to put Keldon at small forward just because of size for some games.
Gang, no.
They might have to take an OKC route and try to switch up.
We'll probably
you're absolutely right. Sohan will probably start as small forward. That's an interesting lineup.
It's an interesting lineup, but he could at least start at the small forward position. I'm saying this because
they have a really. It's like when we say that's a good problem to have. You have so many good guards that like we just don't know.
It is, but you also have Victor Wembanyama, which
Victor Wembanyama.
Is he gonna start? Do you think he's gonna start this starting? Like is he gonna start the first game this season?
Yeah. I don't see why not. I think we see him doing everything. We see him. We shaved the head. Went to Japan.
He was talking to monks. He went to Africa. I think he went. I don't know. I think he generally traveled the world, and then not even that. This man last week was working out with Kevin Garnett. That is the craziest mix-up that we are ever going to see next year. Like he's going to be somehow spitting in people's faces with Kevin Garnett's advice, and then also praying to them with the monks' advice after.
I saw a tweet. It was like if Wemby can inherit 25% of the dog that KG has in him, Lord Jesus, look out. Because he was already a player that we looked at to say, yeah, he's going to be a generational talent. This transcends him. He could be a top 3 player this year. A top 3 player in the league this year. Another player I want to talk about, and we usually don't talk about this player on the podcast, but the reason why I want to talk about him is because I think it's a little weird he hasn't got paid yet.
Can I guess who? Nah.
If you get this right, I'll be crazy.
Oh, wait. Nah.
It's a guard.
Oh, someone Cam. I don't think you're someone Cam.
No, it was not. Wait, Trae Young.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't going to say that at all.
I asked you this because he's getting impatient. We see the reports of him starting to get a little upset that he has not been offered a contract yet. This is a guy that single-handedly, I don't care.
Yeah.
Took you to the conference finals.
He's the villain of
New York City.
Of a whole, literally a whole city.
Obviously, I don't think he serves the same value as a Luka Doncic and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, his peers. But I do find it odd.
Atlanta, though?
Yes, I do find it odd that you have not paid him yet.
Here, which we know. Because honestly, that's one thing I will say, though. The fans here, because I'm from Cleveland, which I know that you're from Jersey, but you know that OKC, even in Jersey too, they're big sport. Like they like their sports. They like their sports teams. Cleveland especially. Like here, I don't hear them talk about Trae Young like that. Do you?
You're right. I think genuinely the city of Atlanta is just not fine-tuned to professional sports.
They
love the Braves.
They love the Braves.
They love the Braves.
You know what? They love the Falcons. They just don't love the Hawks. They love the Falcons too. Don't act like that. They love the Falcons.
They do love the Falcons. I just find it so strange that they haven't paid Trey yet. Listen, I get Trey can sometimes be like, what the hell was that shot?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you need a guy that's going to take that shot and make it.
You can say, what's that shot? At the end of the day, you look at the box score, he'll still have 25 and 11 assists at the end of the day.
And he is such a great playmaker.
At the end of the day. And the man has been the
and guess what?
The assist leader. How many years in a row? Or not even that, but how many years in his career? I think he's
multiple times. Multiple times.
Like, bro.
And my thing is this. I think Atlanta's starting to fortify a roster. You got Dyson Daniels starting shooting guard. I love that.
Yeah.
Ricochet, I think he's going to develop into a good player. I don't think he's going to be bad.
Nah, he had one game last year that very just.
You know who he reminds me of? I think he's going to be just a slight lower level Laurie Marketing.
I don't know. Did you see what Laurie did overseas? Because you know that the games are not televised. Well,
I know.
They finally started doing a little bit. I saw Yoke play yesterday, and he played.
Don't talk about Yoke. He did a little soundboard shuffle. I saw.
But that man, Laurie played. Man dropped a nut ball lineup. I mean, like he had almost a triple double, like 40 ball.
Laurie Marketing is one of the most underrated players in the league.
You think it's because of the Jazz that he's not able to progress that?
Yeah, yes and no. I think Laurie needs to learn how to be more selfish.
I thought that's very hard to say when Utah does not give him a chance at that. I don't mean that in a bad way. I think Utah's ran decent with what they get to. I think that if he went to I think even Laurie on the Warriors, like what she should have been on that team for the past 2 to 3 years now, Laurie would have been an all-star again. We would have saw Chicago Laurie again. I promise you we would have.
But you know what? You actually just sparked something in my mind. If Trey don't get an extension, Utah's pretty.
Utah would be pretty for Trey.
Utah's pretty. You have big. You have Ace.
Utah has so many guards. Remember, that's why they traded Colin. They have so many guards.
It would have to be a sign trade. It has to be a sign trade.
2-year guard game. They have like 5 guards. Even with trading Colin, you're going to trade me what? 2
We obviously guards? Know Atlanta doesn't like their basketball team enough to care. So I think, listen, if Atlanta not paying Trey tells me this, they don't think that they're going to win.
Because they've been the middest team in the past 4 years.
So blow it up a little bit.
I feel like they've
accumulate some draft capital
around Trey. That's what they tried 2 times. And I tried it twice.
And I think if they're not going to give him the contract, get something while you can.
You got Kristaps. Yeah, you didn't. Yeah, let's think about it. I
totally forgot about that. Not even gonna lie, I forgot about that. Is Kristaps not going to get sick every week?
I hope you know. When my Cavs play them this year, I am actually kind of excited to go see Trey and Kristaps play basketball.
That could be an interesting pick and pop.
I'm excited to just
that could be a nice pick and pop.
Like, yes.
You know what? If Trey signs the extension, it'll be this season, in the middle of the season. How you like that?
I don't think I'm going to see it. I don't think he's going to sign this year.
He'll sign the extension this year.
If he does, that's just because he loves the city that much, which is crazy. Back.
Which is
the
crazy.
City does not like
Listen,
the city.
You and me, love Atlanta. But
2021 now, 2021, Atlanta would have probably killed somebody for Trey Young. I swear.
Oh yeah.
Now they just don't care. They don't care. You know who they do love though? Boy, oh boy, Ant-Man. When Ant-Man come home,
you would think that the Timberwolves play.
You would think that the Timberwolves was the Atlanta's team. Boy, oh my gosh. But I mean, what's opening night? We don't have leaks. We don't have leaks for games, but we got something. We got a little something. We know that Kevin Durant is going to be playing on opening night.
The Houston Rockets will play the Oklahoma City Thunder in Oklahoma City for their ring ceremony. I know we use it. I know, and I don't know if this is French, but I'm gonna say the word anyway because I feel like it's fitting. And I know we said it in previous podcasts. I'm gonna say it once. I'm gonna say it one time. Kevin Durant is getting cucked the first game.
You have him to sit there
and watch the team that you were drafted by, stood with the whole time. Well, I say the whole time.
Don't ever say stood with. Don't you ever
stood with for a couple years, for most of your career at least.
Not even most of his career.
Yeah, we can't even say most. Of
Not even most of his career. He was
who you started with.
Stop. At a point, LeBron James was a villain in the league from 2010 to 2014. At that time, you know how many fans, including this man right here, migrated to OKC because Kevin Durant at that time was literally, and I mean literally, when he won the MVP, he was a superhero of the league. Mind you, he wasn't winning. Kevin Durant, we knew how lethal he was. Everybody was. I had his shoes, dog. I had the KD Trade 5s. I had the KD Trade 5s with the socks. Kevin Durant was everybody's superhero, and then he departed. So now you have to sit there, and I'm not gonna say it again, but you have to sit there and watch. Just watch. And I'm so. I know you as an OKC fan. You're probably I know you're loving it because I know me. I think everybody in the league, bro, that was probably the most cinema that we have had. Honestly, still to this day, that was so crazy to think about. I'm excited to see that.
I'm excited, and you know what? I'm not afraid to say it's going to be a good game. It's going to be a close game. I don't see why it wouldn't be. I think Houston,
you guys still win that game. Let's wait.
It's a good game. That first game, everybody's going to flop.
No. I'm not saying that. Damn, OKC blows them out. No.
I want to see what J-Dub looks like.
That's what I'm about to say.
I think he's going to play. I think he's back.
That's exactly what I'm going to say. J-Dub, are you sure?
He'll be back.
Like, back to the point, like, it's his left, but back to the point where it's like, I can...
Maybe minute restriction. You know he's not going to miss opening night ring ceremony.
You know preseason, like I said, we talked about earlier.
We won't see him play preseason.
Oh, really?
I don't
not even to just warm to see? Not even one game? Because
I wouldn't even risk it. Just because it's the wrist. Just because it's the wrist, I wouldn't risk it.
LeBron James just never played preseason games. And that's what I'm saying. I know LeBron James, he's older, so he's probably trying to just get a feel back. It's almost around when LeBron James did it too, that a lot of players just started playing preseason game. I don't know what happened. Everybody plays preseason now. So you don't think he'll even play at least just the last one, to warm at all? It could be 5. It could be 10 minutes.
I think when we get a little closer, we'll see. I know he's still in the cast right now.
I know he is. Oh, believe me.
So for me,
did you see his picture though with the skeleton? That was tough.
It was tough. It was tough.
With the ring.
With the ring, it's tough. Like I said, we need to get closer to see. Yeah. I want to see him out the cast first. We got to see him in practice first. I don't know if he's even been practicing like that, but it will be a great game. I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
Mark it down, everybody. Tuesday, October 21st. And there's another game on October 21st that I want to talk about because it's a classic. It's always been a classic for the past forever. It's been a classic as long as I've been alive, at least. The Golden State Warriors, a.k.a. Steph Curry,
every single time,
versus LeBron James and the Lakers.
That game, because we finally got a playoff series finally in the past couple years, which we were waiting for forever. After finally time in the West, LeBron finally saw him again. That game is always cinema. No matter
it's always
what.
Great.
I don't understand how they do it. And LeBron asked me, he was like,
"It's a talk."
Oh, man, I'm fumbling. My bad.
It has to be a talk beforehand.
Let's
give them what they want,
bro. LeBron Lee said, "We're gonna keep on giving them the best show ever. Like we're gonna keep on doing this."
I love it
because LeBron's old and Steph Curry's older too.
And I like how every year the dynamic changes a little bit because now we see Jimmy on Golden State, and we see Luka on the Lakers. But the main attraction, the heavyweight bout, Steph Curry, LeBron James.
Even the only person that somewhat changed it is obviously Kevin Durant, but that's because it was Kevin Durant.
Yeah,
it was still Steph Curry versus LeBron James. We still look at it when we're talking about LeBron James and Steph Curry. We still look at it with that series the same way.
And obviously, they're going to play again on one of the best days of the year, Christmas Day.
Which
I'm going to run through that schedule really quick, and I want you to tell me the top 2 games that you're circling when I say them, okay? We have the Los Angeles Lakers, Golden State. We have the New York Knicks and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Talk to me about the other one, though.
Oklahoma City and the Minnesota Timberwolves. San Antonio Spurs and the Denver Nuggets, which I really like. And the Dallas Mavericks and the Houston Rockets. What 2 games are you looking at that – because obviously – it's West bouts, East bouts. What game has the most playoff implications?
I'm biased.
Like who can meet in the playoffs with those 2?
Easily, the Warriors and the Lakers game will be, to me, cinema. Once again, we're gonna say it again. We don't have to go back through it, but it's gonna be cinema. It's Christmas Day. Cavs and Knicks to me, obviously, because I think that will actually happen. A lot of the teams, I don't know if the Spurs and the Nuggets are going to play in the playoffs. It's going to be a great game. Very good game. I don't know how well that they're going to meet in the playoffs. Minnesota versus OKC, that was good. I think if Ant, I really hope that Ant has a very good year this year.
I don't think it's as good, and you might think this is a hot take. I don't think this is as good as San Antonio and Denver.
That's fair, but it's because Ant may not show out. That's why you're saying that. If Ant was to show out, give us a 40-point game against Shea's 35 or whatever he puts up.
We'd be talking.
We would be talking like, damn, that's going to be a great game. That last year's playoff series really messed my head up for Ant. And because I was a big Ant fan. Not even the last playoff series, the way that he played throughout that full playoffs really messed my head up on Ant's game.
Wow.
To me, I don't know why. I don't know why.
I wouldn't say it messed up.
No, he's 23, which we had an argument about that before too. I told you he's only 23. We can't blame him that much. It did that. He didn't care enough. He didn't care enough. Like it was almost like seeing like a player on the football, seeing Chase Young go on a football field with no effort at all, just running around the field. At that point, it was on to the. It was.
I wouldn't go to that extent.
You're saying it because he had one of those games against you.
Yeah,
one.
Yeah.
The other games, what did Anthony Edwards do against you? Which I know.
Maybe this is me talking because I don't want it to happen either.
This is the complete opposite of our argument. I was on Ant's side and you were on because I said that he was getting.
I'm not on Ant's side.
Caruso and
listen.
That was why I felt like that playoff series. I'm talking about the last ones before.
I totally agree that he needs to step up.
Yeah.
But when
when
Rudy and Naz Reid, or especially Naz Reid, who was a brick show in that series, who you just paid an immense amount of money, I can't fall it all on Ant.
No, but that was I'm saying that was our argument. I said it's not Ant's fault. I'm talking about the playoff series before. Ant should have came into that playoffs killing.
Hope you know if Steph would have played, they wouldn't have advanced past that first round.
Exactly. Because
actually, you know what? No, they would have just because of bigs. Yes, because the bigs.
Randle?
No, because the big. Yeah, because the bigs. The big play would have. I think the big play in the end would have just.
Steph
it would have just propelled.
What is Steph? I feel like Steph. Does he not kill Minnesota when he plays them?
He does, but I do think the Nas,
does
Julius,
Anthony
and
Edwards not have not obvious out of his own words. The man run out of breath guarding players that just move a lot. Kyrie Irving. To me, I'm getting sorry, man. Yes, I think he's better than Curry. I don't care what you're saying. I don't care. He got ran out of breath with Kyrie Irving. Curry runs more off of the ball.
Oh, he's the best off-ball player of all time.
Curry at 37 years old was just seen 2 days ago running with the vest up a dirt hill.
You know who the second best off-ball player is in the world? Apparently to Jaylen Brown, Marco Bellinelli.
Yeah, man.
Which we're not going to talk about.
Set it on Max.
That's bad.
But he was good too, but not off the ball. I mean, off the ball he was nice, but he was a catch and shoot.
Like I said, last game, Dallas Mavericks, Houston Rockets.
I'm excited for that too. Depending on Dallas Mavericks and their health. If Anthony Davis is playing and
Kyrie
D'Angelo Ross, no, he's
Kyrie Christmas,
Irving?
December.
No, Kyrie Irving could possibly be back by like January, February. No way, December. Gang, he
25th, December 25th,
doggy.
That'd be over a year, Pop. No. I could. You know what?
Serious?
I could be wrong.
Kyrie Irving? Wait. Am I tripping? When did Kyrie Irving get hurt? Because it sounds like we're talking about two different times. Because you're talking about like this was over a year ago. Are you saying it?
I'm gonna look it up, but let's keep talking about the game. Obviously, with the emergence of Cooper Flag.
Coop.
Do you think by Christmas time we're gonna see a full max rookie potential Cooper at that time or no?
I would hope so that he's that comfortable towards that point. Obviously, at that point, you're already going through the cup and everything at past November. You should be warmed up.
How many points will he be averaging?
At that point, I only think about 18. And I mean that. I don't want it to be like damn, he should be averaging 25. He's a rookie.
You are absolutely right. Kyrie will not make his return. He said, do not hold your breath.
Yeah. You know
about January. So
gang, Kyrie Irving stream every day and I watch a lot of him. Kyrie Irving talks a lot about ball. And anyway.
But I do think a guy like Kyrie, I also before I make any assumptions about Dallas, because I can't, I need to see him come back from his injury. I think a guy like Kai, your ACL is so important.
That's why you also gave somebody some money too.
You motivate him.
Huh?
Oh, I thought you meant they extending Kai.
Who are you about to say?
I thought you meant like they gave money
I'm saying
that's a motivation.
Like they signed
D'Lo.
D'Lo to me, when D'Lo is not, which I also think that the Lakers bad voodoo on any player. Obviously, I can take a little bit off of that from him. When D'Lo feels comfortable where he's possibly not the main person that the crowd is looking at, except for when he was on the Nets, ice cold vein in my veins. He can hoop. Now everybody's gonna be looking at Coop and Anthony Davis if he's healthy. They're not gonna be looking at you that much, at least that much. He can possibly hoop and be a point guard to carry the team.
Yeah,
with Coop and Anthony Davis, Lively, Gafford. You don't think that he can do anything with that team?
I think he can.
I think he
I
can.
think they can stay afloat until Kai comes back.
That's what I'm seeing. All you have to do is just stay afloat.
The big thing, though, is I think if you can, like, let's say they're sitting at a spot. Let's say they're sitting outside of the plan, like they're above 6.
Yes.
Then you need to hold on for that for dear life, because if you can avoid that play-in, now you're talking maybe Nico cooked.
Yeah.
Maybe Nico cooked, because then maybe you can compete.
Nico cooked but because the NBA is rigged.
But this is also predicated on Kai's health, man. Yeah. And AD's health. Forget Kai for a second. Is AD going to play over 50 games? Is he? We don't know. But obviously we can sit here and say let's say he does. If he does, then yeah, man. I don't see a reason why they'll avoid the plan and make the playoffs outright. That's how good I think Coop can be.
Yeah. We talked about it in our last episode. We both agreed on it. We were both right about it. But I just want to get your takes on it. Luka Doncic has signed his extension for $165 million 3-year deal. How do we feel about that?
Give me your money. Give me my money. Yeah, absolutely. I see no reason why. I guess my one thing was a part of me a couple weeks, months ago was like, if I'm Luka, I'm gonna wait a little bit. I want to see what's the market. Who knows? I might go play with my friend in Denver, depending on if any situation over there gets hot. Obviously, if Denver were to have a tumultuous season, and I say tumultuous like as if they're not a top 3 seed this year. Yeah. If they're not, could they maybe start to blow up the roster? You already see them starting to retool. After
building it up.
They retooled.
No, they built that roster up in the offseason. It's not even like
I'm talking about Jamal Murray.
Built it up. But that's the thing. Jamal Murray wouldn't be enough for Luka. Hate to tell you.
It would definitely be interesting. But as we got closer and we grew a little wiser, we realized that bread's important. Yeah. Give me my money. Especially
it's because you know what the loyalty lies in the NBA. It doesn't lie with players, and it doesn't lie with teams ever.
And for Luka to get in shape like that, it tells me that he's motivated, he's ready. And I think because we've heard the news that the Lakers have shifted on from LeBron, not saying that they don't love LeBron, they've shifted from him.
Chama.
Because they shifted a little bit to more focusing on Luka.
Right.
I think that made him more comfortable signing that deal.
Yeah.
You know?
For sure.
But, man, I'll tell you what, they need to get a better big. Simple.
They do.
It's simply just that. If they can figure out the big problem, they're now in there with
Which is so crazy. Combo, I feel like a lot of teams, except for the Warriors and the Lakers, can always find bigs. Like, out of nowhere. Like, they can somehow just, get one, or they'll need one for a year, and then it's just like, it's
And fixed. I thought Golden State letting Kevon Looney go was a big mistake for the bigs. I mean, why would you even let him go? I mean, he's been there the whole time.
Kevon and Poole, New Orleans next year, they're still going to be just New Orleans. Not like they're going to be anywhere up there.
But they're building a foundation.
See what they're going to look like.
Yeah, they're totally building a foundation.
Wait, where's DeJounte Murray? He's on. No. He's on New Orleans.
Keep talking.
He's on New Orleans. DeJounte Murray fears Zion with his Mariah Mills. Who else? They got the 2 forwards. Chill. They got the 2 forwards. That team could possibly be decent. Looney, Poole. That team could possibly be decent.
It can be. I want to see DeJounte come back from that injury.
DeJounte somehow always. I feel like he's always injured, and I don't mean that in a bad way. He's just always like.
Apparently,
because he was so good in the Spurs. I used to love DeJounte Murray.
Apparently, though, DeJounte's put on some weight. He put on 14 pounds, which is good.
I actually like that.
I do like that. I think that can actually help his game big time. I think it can help his game big time because obviously he was never the greatest 3-point shooter. Yeah. If he can get to that rim at will, I think now you got some kick out options. Obviously, we're not saying this team is going to win much, but those play-in spots are open.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's a couple locks. We don't know how good Phoenix is going to be. I know they kind of refixed the roster, getting rid of KD and stuff, which I know that sounds bad, but getting rid of KD helps them.
I think that helped them. It's just, honestly, I think Jalen Green, I want to see what that looks like.
I want to see what that looks like.
I just want to see what that looks like.
Because if he's not shooting well, then who knows? If New Orleans catches lightning, they could be in the play-in. I'm not saying they're going to win, but it could be like, put it this way, it's going to look more like an East play-in. How you know how we talked about how I said there should be no play-in in the East? It could look like that. Like, it's going to be New Orleans at like 10 or 9, and the record's going to be so much worse than 7 and 8.
No, they're just going to be mid. It's going to be like a mid-team, like with their record being mid.
37 wins. Yeah, 37 wins.
Possibly 39, 40.
40 wins, I'll give you $50.
I love thinking. Oh wait, but they don't. I gotta give you 50. Is that what
you're
saying? You're just gonna give me 50 for
if they win 40 games. Let's do it. That's fine.
It's on camera.
It's on camera.
You want to know what else is on camera? Never mind. My bad. Going ahead. Oh, we're PG. No more cussing.
Yeah, we're a PG show.
We're a PG show. Let's go ahead and keep going.
But speaking of that, let's get into the UFC. Let's get into some ass whoopings that we saw. And I feel like it's only fitting for me to say that because I'll tell you what, Roman Dolidze got whooped by Anthony Hernandez in a fight that I think has much more implications than we thought going into it.
Yeah.
Obviously, UFC Fight Night was yesterday, and the main event was Roman Dolidze against Anthony Hernandez, the number 9 versus the number 10 in the middleweight division. With our middleweight title bout coming up this week, or, the coming up week, for Roman to lose that bad,
especially by submission too.
We look at the stats. He had 39 total strikes to Anthony's 120. We look at Anthony Hernandez's 11 takedown attempts and got 9.
Like you went 9 out of 11 on your takedown attempts.
And something that really threw me off is a guy like Roman, when you have Merab Dvalishvili in your corner, that has to be a cheat code.
Yeah,
it's like
if you're bigger, dog. There's got to be somebody in the gym that's teaching him the same thing. It's got to be.
It's like when we look at Khabib in Islam's corner, we're like, dude, that's not fair. It's the same way. And for Roman to get bullied around like that, it really just shows how good Anthony Hernandez is.
And not even that. He was striking him on the feet too, dog. He was killing him on the feet. Like, he got killed all the way around, which I did not. I don't think I expected it like that to happen. But
here's my question to you, because I wanted to transition to this, because obviously this is in the middleweight division, and I think this could have potential title eliminator potential. Depending on who wins this Dricus-Khamzat fight, who's next in line for the middleweight? Is it Imavov, the number 1 contender? Do you have to give it to Imavov, who's already fighting soon? Like, and then we have to wait longer?
I don't know. Like that's the thing. I don't know, because obviously we can't say Izzy. We're gonna say DeRitter somehow is gonna go up there now.
Exactly. I think it should be DeRitter versus Hernandez for a title eliminator. You like that stop. You do like that fight. So
not for a title. I think that could just be for someone going towards it.
The way that he beat Roman down, it was really standing choke.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Mind you, he tapped because he quit. He didn't tap because he couldn't breathe. He could breathe just fine. He tapped because he said, "I'm done."
I know. Yeah.
I've never, in our years of watching UFC, a fight, obviously, getting battered, bruised, whatever, I've never seen somebody get bullied around that much. He got simply bullied. Yeah. And for me, why not, if he's 15-2, Anthony Hernandez versus DeRitter on a fight night? No, on like a co-main of a card coming up, because Anthony came out scratch free. DeRitter, not so much, but he'll be okay in a couple months' time. Why isn't that a title eliminator? Especially, we have to see what happens with Imavov. If Kyle could be Imavov, We're gonna have to see what happens.
That's what I'm saying. We're gonna have to actually see that fight.
It's gonna be a great fight.
Yeah, that one I don't know who actually wins.
Because if Imavov gets out scratch free, let's just say, and he knocks him out, submits him, whatever the case may be, then Imavov, of course, he's the number one contender. Yes, you have to give him. Yes, he's number one contender, bro. He beat Izzy. He knocked Izzy out.
He knocked Izzy out.
Yeah,
Izzy's also just Izzy now.
I think Izzy's gonna win his next fight. Whoever they give him, I think Izzy's gonna win his next fight. We don't have to talk about that because we don't know.
You know, UFC. What's happening on September 13th?
September 13th.
Lopez.
Oh yeah, Diego Lopez and John Silver. Yeah, I like that.
I'm ready for that fight.
And they really haven't built that card much.
I think it's also because we're
waiting.
We still have we have a
bangers.
whole championship fight to go through first, and then that's when they'll start promoting it.
And I'll tell you what, Dana more recently loves to have guys fight soon.
Yeah.
And I think that's why we're seeing the cards being built a little less and less. Because, like, to the point about the middleweights, I think the reason why we don't know who's going to really fight for that title next after this is because we're waiting to see what happens with Imavov. Because I think Dana's like, oh, if Imavov kicks his ass, then Imavov's going to get the title right away in, like, 2 months. Because then you're almost, let's say Dreykus wins, whatever.
Yeah.
Because then Dreykus is already getting rest on top of that. Because this fight is almost a month after the Dreykus fight.
Yeah.
Dreykus is going to be already healed up, depending on what happens. So I think Dana now is kind of messing up the fight. But
you think Dreykus wants that fight? You think DDP wants that fight?
I think Dreykus wins. Is that crazy? Wow, that's crazy for me to say.
I want to.
Can I tell you why?
We're gonna watch that fight too.
Oh, we're gonna watch that. Don't worry. But can I say why?
Go ahead.
I think Dreykus cardio is genuinely so much better. It's kind of like this. If that Kamaru Usman fight was 5 rounds, I hope you know the Nigerian Nightmare walks out of there with a win.
I also don't think that comes out went into there with the championship mindset. I hope you know that. And I don't know. I did. I don't think so.
That was his last fight. Oh, it was Rob.
No, yeah. You're tripping.
Rob was his last fight. He took Rob out.
Do to Rob, yeah. And that was, what was it? That was last year. That was in 2024, yeah.
I think, yeah. Because I think, and here's my thing. The way Khamzat fights, because I know Khabib was like, oh, I think Khamzat needs to strike with Dreykus. And I know Khabib's the greatest. He knows more than me. I simply disagree with that statement. Dreykus is so awkward that if you're just going to try to standard box with me, and he's that weird.
We haven't seen enough of Khamzat. Like if we want to look at it,
I feel you.
In the past 3 years, we've seen him fight 3 people.
Yeah.
Holland, Rob. Who's this?
Whooping. Kamaru. Whooping. The Kamaru fight was not a whooping.
The fight wasn't a whooping, but those were his 3 opponents.
And guess what? The strongest fighter that he's going to face is this one.
Yeah, of course. He's a champion, dog. Yeah.
No, strength-wise. That's why I think when they get to the ground, I don't think Khamzat's just going to have his way.
I think he will have his way. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. He's going to have his way. Yeah. Wow. You really think that DDP wants out of that fight for?
Yeah. It could go to decision. I didn't know. Or maybe DDP knocks him out in like 3rd or 4th round. With like an elbow or TKO. No, it'll be like TKO. It won't be like a knockout. Like you're knocking you out. Just like, all right, we need to stop.
Herb won't stop the fight. Herbie saw the fight. Okay.
Herb been a little weird recently.
Herb wants to see people die. Herb wants to see death in the octagon.
Bad.
And you know what, Herb? We're here for it. We're here for it, but we're not here.
Jesus,
for it,
man.
Like, Herb,
ain't nothing worse than Jason Herzog.
Dog.
Jason Herzog. I honestly think Jason Herzog goes in there with a death sentence.
Dog, I think that's just some bets that he made with the devil that he has to pay off. And
I'm sorry.
In some way, he has to do something, bro.
I said death sentence and started thinking about Mighty Mouse. I don't want to talk about that, but I just started thinking about that.
He had like a fatherly moment. I was a little embarrassed though, but
But you know what I do want to talk about? A fight that was recently announced, October 11th.
Oh, I know something. Going ahead,
UFC Fight Night.
This is his bounce back.
Charles Oliveira. We always say it's his bounce back, and then he gets
no.
Killed.
I hope you know that it's no bounce back to a championship. It's over. It's over. He's 36. He's 37.
Charles Oliveira versus Rafael
is our
Fiziev.
time where we start to see him just
And these are 2 fighters that we love watching.
There's always like those fighters with like him. Because he's a Hall of Famer too. the hill, it goes all the way up, and then it goes a little straight for that up, and then it's just gonna shortly just
fade off into the sunset.
Dusten
style.
But in a good way.
I
Not
think
in a bad way.
Dusten style. And
because guess what? He's gonna want that belt fight one more time, and then it's just not gonna happen.
Get that shit.
It's not gonna happen.
I'm sorry.
To tell you.
The way in which Ilya knocked him out, never again.
Yeah,
never again. Never again.
Because I obviously I put out that video about the that weight class, like what's gonna happen with Islam. I was putting up the pictures for Ilya with Charles, and I just had
it hurt to put that up, huh? With his eyes in the back of his head.
Not like, when you don't forget something, like you don't lose memory that quick like that, but you have to stuff something back in your head a little bit to put it deep so it doesn't come back out where you don't think about it. Dog, seeing him lay like that, I forgot how he got put out. I forgot how Charles got put out.
Who wins that fight though, Charles or Rafael?
Charles.
By
submission.
Oh God. Submission. So you think Rafael's gonna knock him down and he's gonna go down and try to ground and pound with him? We know how that goes.
He
with
doesn't
you and me
knock
on the
him
game.
down. He doesn't knock him down, even though he gets knocked every fight. This is not a throwaway, but they're kind of throwing food at him a little bit. They need the Lion to do something.
I think this fight, and I know we were just talking about him, I think the Rafael Oliveira fight's gonna be how the Dusten fight was. It's like Dusten's gonna be piecing him up, blah blah blah, and then boom, I got your neck. If it's a submission, that's how it'll go down. Because Rafael's gonna make that mistake.
I feel like Charles could possibly piece him up. Like I know he got knocked out. Let's not really start Charles. He got just simply. That's
a soft
Ilya,
chin
man.
now. That's a soft
it's always
chin.
Been soft. That his chin has been the softest.
But after that
years.
But after that,
dog.
After
we
that,
see Charles, no matter what fight, it's always the first one. He's getting knocked.
That's very true.
And I told you before the fight, this is the one person with Ilya. If you get knocked on the first one, you're not getting up. It was over before the fight even started. Yeah. It was over. It was over. That's all.
And I want to go into another fight, UFC 321.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the top two fights before you wrap things up, and the reason why I want to talk about the top two fights is because they could have implications to each other.
Yeah.
Obviously, the heavyweight main event of the evening, Tom Aspinall will be defending
his belt.
Finally. Thank you, John. Thank you for doing nothing. He'll be fighting Cyril Gane,
the actor,
the man that John Jones submitted in the first round.
Yeah.
We don't have to say who's going to win. We know Tom's going to win.
I would hope so that Tom could easily put him out in 1 or 2.
And I would totally agree with that. My bigger question to you would be Alexander Volkov and Jailton Almeida
honestly
are going to be fighting underneath.
I hope that fight has potential to be more exciting than that main event.
It will be more exciting.
That fight right there with his length, like his height, the dude is 6'7".
Tom Almeida?
Yes, bro. He's 6'7".
Oh.
6'7".
Stop.
My bad. He's 6'7". I'm just chill. All right, bro. The episode's about to be over. Give us some time. He's 6'7". The person he's fighting is a complete
dog
demon. Like I think that he honestly sees blood in his eyes. I don't know what has him possessed when he steps into the octagon, but he always just wants war. So that will be entertaining.
This is a super, and not for nothing, this is a super stacked, like heavyweight fight card. If you look at the fights underneath, you have Alexander
Barnett, bro. Look at Barnett. You know Barnett, the big dude.
I know Barnett.
Inside, bro. The way that, because he's athletic for his weight. I don't know how he be doing his spinning round kicks.
Yes.
He look like a little chicken nugget when he's moving and stuff, but I'm ready to see that fight.
Exactly. And this is a super stacked card as it retains to heavyweights.
Yep.
My question is, who would you rather see fight Tom? Alexander Volkov or Jailton Almeida?
Easily Alexander. Like I said, it's the height of Alexander. Yeah.
I was going to say Almeida.
I'm going to take out.
I think Almeida just
has been up there for a little
bit,
and I'm also biased because of UFC 5 and how I use him. Pause. He's nice, like his height, and he's also a little. I won't say skinnier, but he's a little less half where he can move his arms and still be faster with it.
I think Almeida can present more problems.
We're gonna see what this fight.
Tom,
we're gonna see what this fight. We're gonna see what this fight, and we're. Gonna
can you imagine we're talking all this mess and Cyril Gane just hits Tom with like a head kick and just knocks him cold out?
I think Cyril Gane. Nah, he be after that.
Went to Dagestan.
After apparently. That, nah. After that thing with John Jones, bro, he started acting. I just saw more movies come out.
Oh, what we did see him in the movie.
Dog, he was in movie. Like, dog, he does 2 movies a year, man.
I
know he trains and stuff, obviously, but
it's definitely gonna be interesting. I think Almeida, man, and that's a good fight.
We're not gonna keep going over this, y'all. My mouth is dry. Jose, are you listening? Jose, the money's missing. McGregor's coming for you. Man, hold on, wait.
As I said before, the merch is going to be out shortly. We're making a couple of adjustments to the new merch. We have red, purple. Come back in the frame. Show them the back really quick. We have red, purple, charcoal gray, and black coming out soon. Also, winter time's coming up, so we might drop some hoodies for you guys. Drop in the comments what other merch you guys want to see. I'm Damian Dusten. That is Ayden Jones. Episode 20. Peace.